go. I've
Testing,
already tested
testing.
the audio, so we're good there. Cool.
Well, I'm gonna go and pray now. Have a fantastic. Y'all have a good day. Peace be with you, and may the darkness not take y'all's soul without
Fair enough.
asking.
You too.
And fun.
Does it ever ask?
Yeah, that's a good point. Evil isn't
Didn't
really
we
into
get Devil's
consent.
Bargain last game?
That's what makes it evil.
So, oh, by the way, I figured out a name for our game now, finally. The Stardancer Chronicles, because it's the name of your ship. Yay!
Hey.
Oh, that's actually really nice.
Yeah, I like the
Yeah, it
sound of
is.
that, so I think we'll go with that with the title, and that's what I'm going to post online. So yeah, just a quick recap of last session. You guys found a derelict ship. You raided that derelict ship, found only one survivor, and that survivor's still on the ship with you. You ended up getting trapped attached to that derelict ship because it was booby trapped by a pirate ship that ended up finding you. You managed to escape from the derelict ship without causing too much damage and went into an asteroid field trying to avoid the pirate ship. Pirate ship followed. You were severely damaged in the process, but you managed with some ingenuity and luck shoot out the window of that pirate ship and suck the crew out. So that left them kind of stranded, trying to figure out what to do next. So who knows, you might run into the remainder of that crew later. You never know. But right now, you guys have landed in Nightfall, which is sort of like a cityscape kind of world. So I'll give you a quick description of what that is here.
Oh no, is it a hive world?
Nope, not a hive world. It's not. It's
Okay,
not
no.
like Coruscant. It's not. It's not like a planet-sized city. It's
You
just.
mean
Oh!
Humanopolis? I know a new
Okay.
word for that.
I was thinking of Warhammer. I've been playing Rogue Trader again.
I see. Yeah, not quite. So it has been named for the frequent eclipses caused by the planet's 13 moons. Their erratic movements make night only predictable by computer. The city of
Ooh.
Ya, is where you are landing, is
That
nestled.
means I.
What's that? Yeah, hi. Yeah.
Ja means I in Serbian.
So the city
Ya.
of
I as
Ya
in yes.
is nestled where night and day last between 2 and 12 hours each. It bustles with economic activity and is a frequent destination for tourists and traders, known for its hot cuisine and theater. So very sophisticated city. Of course, with every city comes its seedy underbelly, but more or less, crime is actually quite low in the area. Wealth is middle to high class. Tech level is considerably high, and has a bit of some xeno population, very small xeno population, but you may run into one or two non-humans while you are perusing the area. In addition to that, there are high rises that light up the scene block by block as the city goes from day to night in a span of minutes. There's a rowdy nightclub, spilling dancers clad in black, glow accent outfits onto the sunlit street, and the blue glow of a public data kiosk projects tomorrow's night schedule and market changes. So you guys have successfully docked at the port.
Didn't we
The
dock at
chart.
the beach?
What's up?
Sorry. Didn't we dock at the beach?
There is no beach.
Yeah, it was a beach. Okay, I guess we don't
remember
have.
a beach.
Well, you can
Come on.
land at the beach, yes, but if you want to dock in port
Oh,
for
yeah, we'll land.
repairs,
Sorry,
then
yeah.
yes, yeah. You did emergency
The
landing
landing
at
was
the beach.
kind of a crash for a minute.
Is
Yeah.
the port in orbit or on the ground?
The port is not orbit. The port is on ground.
The port is on ground, right?
So
okay.
you'd have to land at the city of Ya's port. There is going to be a fee for that, but we're going to get that sorted right now, actually. I've already taken your upkeep costs off of your bank. You guys have 3 cred. They will be charging you 1 credit per day to remain docked at the station.
Oh, Jesus.
So you will need to pay that cost up front. So you guys right now have 2 credit left over for repairs.
This point as well, they might flay us alive.
I'm sure that we all can find some sort of peaceful resolution, or we can find something else. But that's not a big concern until it pops up.
Well, we'll be running out of money.
Might not be
then
able to
we
get
better
off the
not run
ground at
out
that
of
point.
money.
Yeah. Also,
Listen,
I have some lovely
If I-
ambience as well. I will add to this.
if we're running out of money is a big concern, just give me, I don't know, a day or two, and I can say I gotta go on a missionary trip.
A missionary trip. Does that
Yeah.
earn much money?
I love missionary. Oh, a trip. Wait.
Wrong
Well, we can
kind,
put in some
sweetheart.
missionary, of course.
Wrong
just,
kind.
just think about the money.
Well, so it's a very poor tactic that I would be using, but it is an effective one, especially depending on where you're going for a church.
What would that involve exactly?
Honestly, me just trying to talk to a few folk,
Okay.
be asking for support that way, so that the way keeps guiding us and helping us help other people. People are real sympathetic folk if you manage to pull the strings right.
Will we get any money for it?
Yes, it's
Ah,
called a
that's right then.
donation.
If I wasn't so tired, I would consider it. But I think brothel is way easier for me. Thank you.
You're going to a brothel?
Well, of course, it's a great city for this. Look at this. Look at these pretty ladies outside.
I'm just
I
gonna get
think I know.
extremely drunk.
Diana just kind of
Got
places
recorded.
her hand
Oh.
over her heart. It's like, I'm hurt.
So my arm hurts. I've got a sprained arm.
Yeah, most likely, considering the tricks you managed to pull.
Yeah.
But I'm just glad that everybody is safe and everything like that. I'll go try and talk to a few folks, see about getting some funds and stuff for our next job.
There we go. I lowered it to
And,
about 37. That shouldn't be too overbearing.
Looking
And
for another
I
job might not be a
will-
bad idea.
Well, I'm sure that considering this type of place has a undermarket city, that I could probably find some artifacts or something that need to be transported.
Ooh. Oh, that could be fun.
Yeah, I'll just have to let the way guide me.
Oh, I don't get that.
I need to get some rest before we talk business, but that sounds like a good idea.
Of course, y'all gotta get y'all beauty sleep, eh?
Well, I'll tell you what.
Later.
We'll go to the same bar. I'll drink myself to death, and you go off with the women.
Go off.
Oh, just going not to bar, my friend. We're going to the best of the best. Trust me. Silas,
Oh, can we?
how much
Yeah, we
funds
can't
do
afford
have?
it though, can we?
You know,
Sorry, say it one more time.
How much funds do we have?
Not enough.
2 credits.
None.
I'll
Not enough.
Oh,
I'll see what I can do.
don't
alright?
worry. I'm a magician when it comes to making something out of nothing. The way I
Yeah.
fix
What are-
chip, you know.
What are
Been
you
saying
gonna
for
do? Siphon
having a-
from the market? Can you do
I
that?
just need to be kind to
Oh.
people, you know. So I need my best suit, my best perfume, my fine wine, and we can sort it out.
Oh, you're gonna prostitute yourself.
I never thought of that, did you?
Yeah.
You could make money.
No.
You got a good pair of legs. You'd be all right.
Friendly in the city, you know.
I'm wearing really gorgeous garments, man.
Oh no,
I'm
I
sure
think
if
he was
I
referring
really
to Silas there. Or not Silas, but Leonardo.
I was talking to Leonardo there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Down,
Because
go down the docks.
Although,
I,
Diana, if you're going with me, we can go
uh,
in that sort of business together.
Diana just
Oh.
kind of like gives a slight laugh at
Come on, you
the
probably
idea
know
of
some
him
unique spicy
actually
meats.
doing. I think you could do just fine with it, darling.
You know, Spike, I heard in one of those, places that they go secluded, monasteries, right? They do some really freaky things.
It's
I'm
called
surprised
praying,
that you
I think.
know anything about
Mhm.
it.
Praying.
Uh, Diana is gonna place a hand on it's Leonardo, right? For Hifsham?
Yep.
Yeah.
A hand on Leonardo's shoulders as she says, "If you ever need to actually talk to somebody about your sins, let me know." And walks off to head to an actual monastery.
Gives a wide grin and nods.
All right. So, you guys will look around the city for some watering hole to kind of head to first, and you find directions to a place called Club Lotus. So, as you make your way down the streets of the city, you see there's a whole variety of just people and creatures just walking the streets. You see a bipedal sort of like pale alien with cat eyes and antennae pushing a small cart of what can only be presumed as some kind of like food. Um, you kind of like glance over and you see like a couple trays of like yellow and purple squid like, very tiny squid like little octopi. And then next to that is like a very like writhing pile of just like black and iridescently colored what could be like worms of some kind. Um, the alien stops to hand out a bowl of the worms to like a passerby as it continues on its way down the street. You guys also run into a couple of beggars, which are pretty common for a city. You're going to run into some people who don't have homes that are looking for spare change or anything that you can spare. You guys pass them without really any mind to what they're asking for. Half of them don't even speak a language that you can understand, but you can kind of understand like with their motions to their fingers to their mouths and just like their hands out, just kind of like looking at you walk by, just trying to get something from you, if anything. As you get closer to the Lotus Club, a shadowy figure sort of quickly blocks your way on the sidewalk coming from an alley. And it's they're about like 4 foot high, and you see it reach out with three sort of like prongs of fingers, just saying, "Hey, hold up there, boss. I got something you need. Anything you need, I can help you out. Any newcomers to the city, I can give you a tour. I can show you where all the best places are. Women, men, parties, any ladies that you want to get a little physical with, I can help you out. What do you say?"
Any spices?
Spices? Oh, my friend, I have plenty of those. And he like opens up his jacket pocket, and you see like little vials in multiple different pockets, and they're all just like different color, shapes, sizes of whatever it is. Like, what's your poison, mister? I got Stardust. I got laser focus.
Ooh.
I've got plenty of speed to get you really in the mood, if you know what I mean.
I
Come
Come on,
got
Leonardo, we're going to the
oregano,
Lotus.
some
This
basil.
guy's a spiv.
Hold on. Do you have something that goes fast, but then it goes slow? I need something. Or oh, no, the opposite. I need something that goes slow, but then it like slow up pulls up the tempo. It gets faster and faster and faster. Do you have any one of those?
Yeah, so he takes three of his fingers that have like little suction cups on them and kind of wraps them around one of these vials, and he lifts it out of his jacket pocket. It's probably maybe about like 4 ounces of this like gunpowder black powder with like little specks of like light that kind of like shine and twinkle in the night sky, and you're just like, this is what you want, my friend. Stardust is what they call it here. It'll get you started no matter what. Take you on a trip beyond galaxy's imagination.
Exactly.
Do you think
what
he's
I need.
overselling this?
Hold on. Let's hear the gentleman first. It sounds good. Yes. How much would you ask
Come on,
for it?
we're going to the Lotus. Come on, this is supposed to be like the best spot in this town, which is a very big town.
Spike, the city is waiting for us. You know, we need not to hurry. We need to enjoy the moment.
Yeah,
Fred, how much
well,
for this one?
yeah, I don't trust Bibbs.
His eyes just kind of like lift up at you. They're on stalks, and he's like, "Oh, come on, man! You gotta live a little bit. Listen to your friend here. I can show you a good time, no problem."
Oh, come on, I come from London, and I always speed when I see one.
New London.
New London, yeah.
The other
New
London kind of sank, but
We got a brightly painted, colourful London. We got rid of the old
Yes.
grey one.
yeah, much
Rain
shinier,
swamp last
much
year.
much taller
Yes.
spires. Yeah, they can poke out of the water now. You don't have to drown. That's great. Good times. Okay, so yeah, the guy would be like, "All right, but if you're not interested, there's another thing that I could maybe ask you for here." And he pulls out behind his back, on his back, he has like a little pack on it. He unzips it with his other hand and takes out this small, sort of like manila envelope. He's like, "Look, man, I know you're probably new. I saw you guys land. I noticed that your ship's a little bit in disrepair. I'm going to help you out here. All you need to do, take this envelope to my friend Big E at Lotus Club. You guys are already heading there. It'll be super easy. I promise you, it'll be worth your time. If you deliver this package for you, I'll give you 3 credit just to drop it off. No questions asked. Promise."
Thought I was the one that's buying, you know, not selling services.
Well, you
Turns
know,
around to Spike.
I try to help people out when I can, and I notice you guys could probably use a little extra cred. You know, I'm a good helpful civilian.
Prepare to be smart. I'm not the captain of the ship. You decide. And he turns to Silas and Spike.
Don't look at me, I'm not the captain. I just hit things. And put them back together again.
Yeah, this entire time I figured I was just back on the ship praying, so I don't even know if I'm there.
Well,
No, you never said just come in, so...
yeah, you guys have just come in, so I'm assuming you guys are together. If you want to be on the ship, you can. I can get back to you.
Silas for now is on the ship because
Yeah.
they're going out doing their vices. He's gonna do his vices, just cleaning up and praying. So,
Yeah.
you guys, you have fun with this escapade.
Ah,
All
all
right,
right.
there you go.
Spike, what say you?
Now, I will warn you because I have a feeling out of character. This is gonna be him dropping off like, "Hey, here's a bomb. Go give it to them." But I'm not gonna let you know it's a bomb.
It certainly
Yeah,
sounds
same,
something
but you
very
know.
much... I suspect the
not
people
there,
giving it to
so-
them won't like it.
You guys have fun. Don't get us in trouble.
But, you know, if we're too careful, we're not going to have any fun.
That's the thing. Like, it's a double-edged sword. Like, you can take up this guy's offer. He's offering you credit, which you sorely need, obviously, but you don't know if there's any strings attached to it yet. So
There's
it's up to
strings.
you.
Of course there's strings attached to it.
Makes the strings as visible as they can be.
If it was that easy, he'd do it himself.
They're crimson red. Thick as a cable.
I'm sorry, I'm being too coy. Obviously, there's strings attached, but you don't know what those strings lead to. We'll say that much.
No. No. I'm pretty banged up, and I'm tempted. I'm tempted, just to see what happens.
Yeah, I think we can pull out. We got out of sticker situations, right? Tell you what, my friend.
Yeah.
Not
Look.
doing that.
I know there's going to be trouble as a result of it, but I'm quite good at hitting people. let's give it a go.
Yeah, I'll be the smart one. You'll be the strong one.
Yeah, that's kind of it's Pinky in the brain.
There you
Exactly.
go. All right. So
I'll take one of the.
What are we doing today, brain?
We're taking over the world.
so
Yeah, my friend, we'll take one of the Stardust one, and I think we can help you with the problem you're having currently.
oh well, that's
Sounds like a
mighty
good fellow.
kind of you. You know what? You guys are all right. Here you go. Hands you the envelope. He's like, by the way, my name is Ghost. And he lifts up his like little hat that he's wearing, his fedora with his 3 fingers, and just like gives you a little bow and puts it back on his head.
He's got a fedora.
Yes, he's a very
Ah.
fancy little gentleman. He's about 4 feet tall.
Fedora.
He's wearing
Fedora's a cool hat.
He's wearing a little trench coat with a little knapsack on his back. He's got like these slitted red eyes that just kind of like dilate whenever he's like staring into like brighter lights. It's kind of like a cat's eye, but not exactly. They're just like red slits in his black pupils. They just kind of like dilate ever so often. He's got like 2 little stalks just kind of protruding out the side of his fedora so he can see. And yeah, he's just about a little short guy. He's kind of hunched over a little bit as well. His arms are like inside his trench coat, and they're a little shorter than most of his body. And you see that his hind legs are kind of like bent backwards or bent like in a kangaroo. So it looks like he can probably leap some distances. He walks with just sort of like a hobble. It doesn't look like his species is used to just walking on normal sidewalk. It looks like they're more just like meant to leap from one place to another, kind of like a kangaroo.
Pleasure is mine, my kind friend. And Leonardo bows slightly. My name is Donatello
Ah, okay.
di Roma. And yeah, we can help you with that, but I think I forgot something. Right, 1 Stardust, please, do.
Of course. And he's like, tell you what, this one's on the house for helping me out. Appreciate it.
Ah, you're so kind. Don't worry. We'll make it worth for you.
Okay, perfect. So yep, he gives you like a little bow again, and he slinks back into the shadows.
He seems like a trustworthy chap.
My friend, I know you're joking, but quite the opposite. But you know, we're skilled enough. We can sort it out.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
I
Alright.
think we just need to, have a backup plan in when something goes wrong.
When something goes wrong. Okay. What are you good at?
Technology
You're fixing things, aren't you?
and breaking things and
and
figuring
breaking
out how
things.
things work so I can use them the way I want.
Okay. That could be useful. And if that doesn't work, I'll hit people.
The usual.
Or shoot them. Yeah.
Right.
Fair
At
enough.
the same time, we need to have some fun, so
Yeah.
I guess we get double.
Oh,
Yeah.
before we go
Yeah.
any
I'm
further,
not gonna get drunk until we finish this transaction.
Same.
And then I'm gonna get blind.
before we continue, I did forget to ask you guys, what gear are you starting out with right
Was
now?
right on doing that.
Yes. So I need to do that for everybody. So starting with Spike, what are you starting out with your gear?
Well, the gear I've got is Krieger, a fine blaster pistol, medikit, and a spacesuit, which I don't think I'm wearing a spacesuit.
Yeah, you can. At the beginning of the session, we could fix that. So, you're out in public. You obviously don't need to wear a spacesuit. The atmosphere is breathable, so you're good there. And yeah, if you carry your blaster pistol on you, you could do that. It's completely up to you. But first, you have to choose what load you want to use. 3 is light, 5 is normal, and 6 is heavy.
I don't even know if I take blaster pistol because I'm planning on getting pissed and it's going to get nicked. I probably won't take anything.
Okay, so we'll say you're going light. And
Yes,
and
very light.
And then you could tell me, like, if a situation ever arises, what you actually have on you. But you only have 3 slots you can use if you're doing light.
Yeah.
So we'll turn all those off for you. Okay, And then
Okay.
Leonardo, what are you carrying? Are you going light or heavy? Light, medium.
Definitely light. Like he's
Definitely
going to have some fun. So illicit drugs. So Smax, how heavy is the communicator? You know, can I like carry it in case I get pretty drunk and like sleep over and then I need to find my
Yeah.
mates? Like, would
So-
it be reasonable for me to carry it?
Yeah, it would be reasonable for you to carry some kind of communicator because you do need to
Yeah, I'll-
speak to Silas on the ship. So,
Exactly. I'll bring
yeah.
on the communicator and I guess that's it. Do I bring Duck with me? Probably not. Well, probably not actually. I don't
Yeah.
want to give him the.
Yeah, you can
first
you can
time in the
uncheck
game.
that, and then in case you need anything else, as long as it's one square, you still have one slot available to use for.
No, I'm
Whatever.
going with the RP. So yeah,
Yeah.
just communicator and drugs.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, and then Silas, what would you be carrying at this point?
Man, I'm on the ship. I have whatever I need.
Okay, yeah. Well, we'll say you're on the ship, and if you ever decide to leave the ship, we'll get your gear set up then. Okay,
For
I was
now,
actually
just
gonna.
do light until they radio like, oh, we fucked up. Then I'll go heavy.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Always
All
good
right.
to have.
So, yeah, you're on the ship right now. What is Silas doing to kind of de-stress themselves?
Like I said, the ship's a mess after everything. We picked up Anthony, so
Yeah.
I don't want to leave him alone with the ship.
Fair.
He is cleaning up the place. He's got his own little shrine that he has in his room for praying and whatnot. And he'll just be on the occasion doing his praying and yeah, just cleaning up the place.
Okay. So I
General
believe
relaxing.
for that you do rolls for it. Let me just double check
Yeah.
that.
From what I recall, you roll your worsts of the insight, prowess, or resolve, and then you take that, you subtract it from your stress.
Okay. A PC can make time for more than 2 activities at a cost. Each additional activity costs 1 credit, but you're not doing that. You're just doing 1 activity. So
Yeah, but you get two. You get two
two.
activities per
Yeah.
downtime.
2 for free. Okay, so for any downtime activity, you may spend cred, but you don't have to. Increase the results level by 1 for each cred spent. So yeah, we're not gonna bother with that. Okay, so it looks like you probably need to get a 4, 5, or 6 to reduce that. I'm just trying to figure out how much stress that gets reduced. So it may require a roll. Okay. And then you're not indulging a vice. Your character isn't doing that. They're just praying.
No, that is indulging advice.
Oh, it
That's
is.
advice.
Okay. Got it. All right. Roll to find out how much stress relief your character receives. A vice roll is like a resistance roll. Rather than gaining stress, you clear it. The effectiveness of your indulgence depends on your character's worst attribute rating. So for you, that is...
I believe insight. I only have 1 point.
Yeah, you only got 1 point in that. So insight, okay. So make an attribute roll using your character's lowest rating. If there's a tie, simply use that rating. Clear stress equal to the highest die result. So an example, 1d per lowest attribute rating. So you get 1 dice to roll.
Oh, I clear 2.
And you clear 2 stress. All right. And you can do that 1 more time for free.
I could either that or I could train and. I think I'll indulge again. Or yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm at 5, so
Yeah.
as long as I don't get.
As long as you don't roll a 6, then you're fine.
Yeah. Because then otherwise it's like, all right, I'm going out on a vision quest, and you guys won't see me for the rest of the game.
Yep. Hey
Otherwise,
guys,
yeah,
I learned
you
to
just
astral
walk off,
project.
it's
Look
like,
at
whoa.
this. Woo! Starts lifting bottles.
Alice went to buy milk.
Oh,
Oh,
perfect.
look at that.
All right,
All
I'm
clear.
stress free.
All right, we got that taken care of. Also, I'll say Anthony is making use of himself for you. So he's saying, "Hey, man, if I can help in any way, just point me in that direction. I can sweep. I can clean up a bit. Whatever you need me for. You saved my life. Like, I'm not going to complain."
You know what? You're already redeeming yourself from trying to shoot me in the back. Give him a fucking broom and dustpan and get him to work.
Okay, so yeah, he'll help you out with that. All right. Do you want to check in with the guys to see what they're up to, or are you just going to wait for them to contact you if there's an issue?
I figure we're chilling here. I'll just let them do whatever they're doing. I don't want to interrupt, especially Leonardo.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, don't want to get on comms accidentally for no reason. Okay, cool. Yep, so we'll go back to Leonardo and Spike. You guys have now entered the Lotus Club. So in the club, it's a pretty standard fare. You've got a bar at the center of the club, helmed by three very voluptuous, very scantily clad young women in black leather suits. And you see the club is just picking up right now. Patrons are slowly trickling in. There was no line when you guys tried to get in. They just let you in, no problem. And off to the side, you see there's several private rooms with names already on the door indicating who's in the room right now. It's kind of like a digital system. So you see a scroll of just like this person's in this room. It's like occupied or reserved. You see that. And you do study the envelope on your way to Lotus Club, and you see just one name on it, Big E. So
Big E.
B-I-G and then space E.
Okay.
Not for Warhammer 40k.
Big E.
Yeah.
Okay. So looking at the room labels, is there a big E in any of them?
So you look in the private rooms, you don't see anything with Big E written on it. So you kind of look around just trying to figure out, who that might be. And it becomes very apparent that it is actually the gentleman on the opposite side of the club sitting at a round table, flanked by two women wearing the same uniforms, just kind of like laughing and have a jovial time. This gentleman is... large would be an understatement. He essentially takes up the entirety of almost the whole booth. His big, meaty hands are around the shoulders of these women who he significantly dwarfs in comparison. And flanked by either side of the table are two gentlemen wearing what look to be business suits. They have communicators in their ears, and they look to be armed, because you see blasters on the side of their holsters just kind of peeking out of their suits that they're wearing.
I should have took a blaster.
Mamma mia, look at those señorías. Like, the biggie is probably that guy there, right?
Yes. While you're looking at the women, I'm looking at those blasters.
Yeah, I saw them too. For a moment, I think I'm scared now.
So,
I used to be aroused, but I'm scared.
the other thing I do want to mention is that both the guards and the big gentleman in the center are wearing pinstripe suits, but the pinstripes are not white. They're just streaks of blue, like a navy blue.
Okay.
Snakes, perchance, do we know, like... They're wearing, like, unique uniforms, you just said, right?
So the women are wearing the same uniforms that the ones at the
Mhm.
bar are. So it looks like they're probably waitresses or workers here.
Yeah. Right.
Let's get it over with.
Okay, Spike, I have an idea.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll get this over with. You don't have to. You just stand.
No, wait. Let's be smart. I have things on my mind, so I just want to be sure I have a good night here. So, okay, so let's assume the worst case. We hand out the letter ends. he gets us through his hands, and we get turned into a paste, which is not nice. However, what if we pay him a drink and send somebody to send him this envelope? That sounds like a nice thing to do, right?
Are we going to find? Are we going to find anybody stupid enough to do this in this place?
Trust me, my friend. One thing I learned for this many years of my life: when the party is going on, there is definitely somebody stupid enough to do something if he thinks he gains something. So, we need to find a good girl and a stupid guy, and that's how we do it. So I think
Well, you got a better plan than I have.
And then act.
I mean, when you look around at the club, there, like I said, it's just starting to get a little lively. There are patrons walking about, a few people at the bar watching the sports game on the hologram television, and several waitresses are just walking around, either cleaning tables, getting them ready for the night, or delivering drinks and food to the other patrons. So you can probably flag one of them down.
I'm feeling guilty.
What for?
Well, you know, well, I suppose it's better if somebody else gets wiped out than us.
But then again, so the world is really unjust, right? We got our ship got damaged because of no reason, right? We want to be good persons, and we got screwed over. That means the cosmical justice eventually means that somebody is gonna get screwed over, so we get something. It's a necessary evil, you know. Just need to enjoy the moment.
It's like the circle of life, I suppose, isn't it?
Exactly. If Diana was here, she would understand that.
Yeah, you guys don't have much of a voice of reason to help you out right now, so it's just you two.
Oh God.
Only voice, no reason.
Why do you think I let them go on their own? It's their vacation.
Fair.
Right.
Fair.
I'll tell you what. You see if there's anybody like stupid enough.
Give me 15 to 20 minutes. I think we can sort it out.
So this will be an insight for you then, because you kind of have to like suss out who looks like an idiot, which could be a little difficult.
Looks like a naive idiot.
Yes.
Okay, I mean this entirely as a joke, but let's see. Let's find an idiot. Looks in mirror. Found.
Damn, it was me the entire time. No.
All right. So, Smex, so here's the plan. What I have in my head. Well, Leonardo has, because. So, ideally, we want to find a guy stupid enough to believe that, like, Leonardo can sort him, can like find him a girl or something. I don't know, like, or the Stardust or whatever. That he needs to convince that guy that he will get either girl or Stardust or whatever he wants, like drink or something, if he gives up the envelope to the big guy. Which, you know, it should be hard, but it might be doable. You know, like for example, Leonardo goes and talks to like somebody, you know, makes a joke, something, then introduces him to one of his lady friends, supposedly, says that he can help him with that in case he does something for him. If you get the idea.
Okay. So yeah, take a look around, see if you can find someone willing to do that.
Right. What do I roll?
Insight.
Just the arrows on the right and left hand side of the line, isn't it?
Do I have insight? Wait.
So for you, yeah, so it'd be insight. That would be study. So what you would do is you would click on study.
Wait. Oh, study. Yeah. Okay. Position.
It'll be normal.
Okay, control. Standard effect.
Standard.
3.
Oh dear.
Yeah, no dice. Unfortunately, not. You try to suss out a lot of these people, and they just seem to be here to have a good time. No one's really sticking out to you as someone who might be easily swayed. So you might just have to wing it and pick somebody randomly.
Or I go outside and find the place where the party is already going and find a drunk person for that.
I mean, yeah, you could check the streets, see if there's anyone wandering about that looks inebriated.
That I might want to try.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you head out the door. Just kind of take some glancing around. So you're looking for someone who's like kind of stumbling a bit, kind of like wandering around aimlessly, glazed look in their eyes, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
We'll say that from across the street, you see a gentleman who's not the most well dressed. Obviously, his clothes haven't been washed in a long time. He's holding like a bottle that's wrapped in a just like a brown paper bag, and taking the occasional swig, and kind of like yelling at random bystanders as they pass by, completely incoherent gibberish. He's like, popcorn, glug.
My God, this will go so bad. I consult with Spike. So I found this one gentleman in his prime. I think this is a bad idea, isn't it?
Even for us, this seems like a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck it. You know what?
Idea you have.
Right, you just stay clear and keep an eye on what happens. I'm going to go up to Big E.
Okay.
Okay. Good luck.
All right.
I hope you won't die.
I should have had a drink before I did this, but then I wouldn't do it. Once
fair.
I start, that's
Yeah,
it.
Drinks on me if you
That's it.
survive.
I'm in for the
You
whole
do.
thing.
If you want to indulge in your vice, you can do that before you do this, just in case. It's up to you.
Well, the trouble is, okay, my vice is stupor. Drink to forget what I did for the company. So once I start, I'm not stopping till I'm on the floor.
Oh shit. Okay, fair. All right. Yeah. All right. So you're stone sober. You're like, oh god, it's gonna go.
Oh
great.
god, yeah.
All right. So yeah, you start approaching the table. As expected, the two guards kind of like fold in front of you and put up their hand and is like, "Hey, hold up. What do you want?"
So I should just say, well, I've been asked to give Mr. E this manila envelope from Ghost.
Okay. As soon as you mention his name, Biggie stops laughing. Has a big serious face on his face. He snaps his fingers. Both guards grab either side of you and bring you towards him. One of the guards holding your left arm is starting to pat you down, while the other guard on your right side squeezes really hard on the right to make sure you don't move.
Careful, that's sprained.
Like I give a fuck. And he's just like patting you down very aggressively, and he cups you really hard. He's like, people like to hide things here a little bit. And he's just like checking everywhere. He's like, all right, he's clean, boss. And he's like, and then Big E just kind of like snaps again, and the two girls just immediately just leave. It's like, you come into my house and disrespect me with that offer. That son of a bitch owes me 3 cred. Where is he?
Oh, does he? How interesting. Where is he? Well, he's hiding in an alleyway at the moment.
Oh, that little shit's always been a coward. All right. Hand me the envelope. He reaches out with his big pudgy fingers.
I hand him the envelope.
Tears it open with his big hands and just like looks inside. He kind of like opens the envelope just enough for you to see like a shiny sort of like yellowish glow on his face and his eyes. He's like, oh, that's what I thought. And he like closes the envelope, hands it to one of the guards, who pockets it immediately. All right, you delivered, but that little shit owes me money. You are gonna get it for me. I will give you 1 cred to capture that little shit and bring him here to me to face my wrath. You got it?
I've got it.
He's a good lad. Where are you from anyway, kid?
New London somewhere. I don't know where it is.
How wonderfully vague. I love it. And who's your friend over there? And he's like points to your friend Leonardo and just like motions for him to come to the table as well.
Mamma mia, fuck. He walks. Buongiorno, signore Biggie.
Ah, you from the old country too, huh?
Sì, from Renza.
Oh, my grandmother was Lorenza.
No way.
Ah, no shit, eh?
Of what family was she?
What a small universe.
Indeed.
You know what? I think I got lucky with you too. You seem like pretty competent individuals. In the distance, you just hear a ha! Anyway. Just over the comms. Tell you what. If you bring Ghost to me alive, I'll throw in another cred. That means you bring him to me alive, you get 2 credits just for your trouble.
Okay.
Sounds
That
good. However,
sounds
Mr.
perfectly
Biggie,
fair.
if we may ask you one tiny favor, would you also, because you seem like an eloquent, knowledgeable gentleman, would you happen to know about certain people who drive ships up there and, love to make traps and, let's say, get people rid of their possessions in a freight transports?
You know, there's a lot of pirates up there. You gotta be careful. They'll tear your ship apart and sell it. Never
Exactly.
good.
We
Never
kind
good.
of stumbled into a problem with one of them, so we just, want to know in case we want to avoid or pay our debts,
It could be anybody, honestly. It could be the wreckers. I don't know. It'd be pretty
Alright.
ballsy of them to come all the way out here. This isn't even their territory.
Fair. Well, I hope you will be able to find that information when we return, of course.
No, if you owe me a favor, you might get lucky. I could probably help you with that, but for now, let's think of this as a test. You help me out, I may be able to help you out in the future. Who knows? But first, you gotta
Wonderful.
prove yourself to me. Get this guy, bring him to me, and then we talk.
Absolutely. I love this sort of deals.
All right, let's go.
All right.
Arrivederci.
So before you guys go, he'll help you out a little bit. It's like, usually Ghost likes to frequent a local drug den down a couple blocks from here. You might get lucky, find it in the apartment building on the 5th floor. Try there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Fifth
Is there
floor.
anything else you wanted to ask him before you guys head out?
I don't think I do.
Okay.
Mr. E. I presume from the decor that this is your turf. Are you concerned about if the wreckers are indeed muscling in on your turf?
If those little shits think they're gonna take my city, my planet, they got another thing coming.
Well, I'm glad to hear it because I don't like them either.
They're a bunch of 2-bit thieves, don't know shit.
Well, let's get on with our job then, shall we?
Yeah, he just like waves you off. He's like, "Have at it, boys. Good luck."
You too, kind
Leonardo,
Farewell.
doesn't it seem strange to you that Ghost sends out a mission knowing that he would send us to find him? Isn't that strange?
Spike, I think we fell into a bigger trouble than we expected. Like, I
Yeah.
expected that we will, but
Oh well.
this is a problem. Might need reinforcements here. But I don't think reinforcements wants to be here.
I don't think they do. No. Well, ring him up and find out.
I want to speed dial Silas.
Oh, and it could be up to 5 credits if we play this right.
In ideal case, correct, but I don't think we're that smart. And I came here to get some fun, not to be in trouble. Oh my god. Oh.
So you dial up Silas.
Yeah.
All right. So Silas on the ship, you hear like, "I came in like a wrecking ball," on your phone.
Is that Leonardo's
That's his ringtone.
ring? Yeah.
So you pick up or ignore it.
Is he there?
Hello,
Hello?
Silas, are you there? All right. Well, you hear a dial tone, Leonardo. Do do do. The person you're trying to
So we're on our own
reach
then.
is not available at the moment. Please leave a message after the beep.
Voicemail
Voicemail full.
Alright. Can you imagine he didn't answer like the previous 50,000 times?
Mm.
But next time he calls me, I will ignore him.
You can almost believe he doesn't like us.
I believe so. Right.
I couldn't believe such a thing. Right. So he's in the drug den in the apartment building, 5th floor,
Yeah.
allegedly. Unless we find there's something even worse there.
Oh, Silas, you
Okay,
back?
Oh.
It's
Yeah,
it's
back.
real.
Sorry, there's
Oh,
a cat in
all right.
the lab.
Okay. So you got a missed call from Leonardo. You don't know what it
shit.
is
You
because he
guys
wasn't
fucked
able to
up?
leave a voicemail. So you call him
Oh,
back.
cool.
Alright.
I guess it was right in the middle of cleanup. I was just hanging out with Anthony. Cat, you stay away from my frickin' microphone, you darn little butthead.
So Leonardo, you get a call back, and your ringtone for him is basically like, "I'm all alone with no one here beside me. My problems have all gone."
Need to find in Italian this song. It's a banger. Yes, Alice.
Hey, you called?
Right. You know how we went out to have some fun and definitely not fall into trouble, right?
We definitely had some fun and didn't get into trouble, right?
We haven't had any fun.
Quite the opposite. Correct. Right. So we were offered the deal to, get our credits back so we can fix the ship properly because some kind gentleman down here sent us on a mission, and we figured out that he actually sent us to his, I guess, rival, who he owes money to. So we need to find that guy who we got business from, so we can capture him and return him to the guy we were supposed to send the letter. I think we're in trouble.
I'm sorry, what?
We might need help.
What?
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
We were supposed to go out drinking or doing whatever the hell you do. What do
yes,
you
but
mean you got in trouble?
because we
Yeah.
we were greedy idiots, okay? But we can fix a couple of issues at the same time if you help us.
We have creds. We could even go into debt if needed to fix the ship. Whatever. Fine, what do you need?
That's a good question. Spike, what do we need?
Oh. really, I don't know. We've got to find this ghost guy, drag him back to Big E, and get paid.
Do you know where this ghost guy might be hanging out, or who knows him?
He's probably in a drug den in the apartment building on the 5th floor.
All right, so what? You gonna just go bust in there, break some kneecaps, and drag him out?
What I might do is come back to the ship and pick up Krieger, my fine blaster.
I need to consult with a smarter person than me what to do. But yes, we might need to get some stuff.
Yeah, weapons, armor, come grab it.
Right, we'll be
Should
there.
be pretty cleaned up now.
Hmm.
Did you clean my room? I told you not to.
I did not touch your room.
Ah, thank you. Then I forget where I put my stuff.
Your pet doesn't let me in anyway.
Exactly. He's a smart fella.
He keeps yelling at me.
Yeah,
You
in
just
duck.
hear screams in the background of your, what was it? It's a parakeet, right?
It's a duck.
Yeah, so hissing.
That's a
Your
goose.
loud quacking.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yep.
I don't need to feed him, right? You got something in there for him?
Of course. He
Alright.
eats healthy meals.
Alright, well, come back, stock up, and then send you out on your way.
Okay. So it doesn't take you too long to get back, maybe about 15, 20 minutes walk to get back to the ship. Anthony
Okay,
is in the cargo bay sweeping up all the debris from the damage of the ship. He just kind of like waves at you guys like, "Hey, how's it going?"
Antonio, it's going fine. We're on to some shenanigans. But, hopefully we'll be soon back.
Yeah.
Or not, back in the city.
So about that, I was like, I checked, and I do have some folks, a cousin of mine that lives in the city. Could I come with you guys? I know where they live. I just would feel better if I had a group of people. You know, I don't want to get lost.
Depends if
Not
you're
today.
maybe tomorrow. Well, probably tomorrow. I would say advise, though. Might be in a bit of a trouble, hypothetically.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll just hang out here then. That's okay.
Yeah. Prepare another day then. If you get back, then we'll take you out.
Yeah, definitely.
No problem. And then it just goes back to sweeping.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah.
now you guys can change your loadouts. So you choose what you want.
I
I've
guess
still gone
also-
for a light. I've gone for all my pistol and some armor.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll get blaster pistol and small drone. Well, that's lightweight. I'll take Cesare with me. What else? I don't know, spy gear or something.
Okay, because you
Just-
I mean, you can always leave something blank and then say, like, okay, I have this.
because
really need it.
you originally chose a light load. That's why I get you guys to do it at the very beginning, because you cannot change it during the session. But I'm gonna allow that for now because you guys are going back. You're just resetting it.
It's still within limits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you have a light load, then you can carry 3 things with you that have a single square to it.
Yeah. Well, unless they're italic, which means they carry no load.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's why my pet is
Technically,
free
we
and
could all
small
bring
drone.
along some victory cigars, because those are italicized.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Well,
So
does
yeah,
that mean I can find martial arts style as well then?
martial arts?
Yes, there's a fine martial arts style, which is in italics.
Oh yeah, italics. That's free. You know
Yeah.
that inherently. So it's
Oh,
not like it's
right.
not like you just like pick up a chip and stick it in your brain. It's like, I know karate.
Hey, okay.
I need
okay.
my kung fu.
I know kung fu. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I know how to hit people on the bridge of the nose, so they,
There you
they
go.
can't see anything.
Yeah, because you have
There you go.
mystic ammunition if you actually bought that, I believe.
That seems a bit weird.
Yeah, like you'd have to. I think you actually have to own some of these first, but you start out with a blaster pistol anyway.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to figure out how do I get other stuff.
Well, you have to unlock it basically, or I have to give it to you as an item.
Uh,
Yeah. Same thing with the
right.
ship too. Like there are modules you unlock as you go on. In sessions, earn more cred. You can upgrade your ship too. It's the same basic concept, but right now you just start out with the basic stuff.
Right. So that means I don't have fine martial arts style yet then.
Oh, you do. You do. You
Oh, I do?
came with that
Okay.
originally, so that's marked off automatically. And you
Oh,
got
right,
your
okay.
Krieger because that's what you came with. And then
Yeah.
the list below that, so like blaster pistol, second blaster pistol, heavy blaster, all of those are available as well to you.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. It's just the top 4 are not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Okie dokie.
I'm loaded.
you are good to go. Yeah, because you have your 2 armor and then you've got your Krieger. So that's your load of 3. All right, so you guys are good to go?
Yep.
Cool.
Yes.
Is a illicit drugs is italicized. I can barely tell because it's so tiny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's
we're
valid.
good there. Cool. All right, so you guys are good to go. And Silas, are you going to head out with them, or are you going to stay on the ship?
I think they got this.
Okay, cool.
Call if you don't.
All right,
We can always buy some
Hey.
Blue Crew members if you go.
there you go.
That's true. Heck, if Anthony needs me to go drop him off, I could do that.
Yeah, Anthony wouldn't mind if you drop them off. He has the address and everything, so
Yeah, I'll go with Anthony, get that done with, just so we don't have to worry about all that jazz. I don't know if he's worked off his life debt, but we'll call it good for now.
fair enough. You could probably use some more medical attention too, because it was very haphazardly done. So
All right. How about I get patched up and then we'll drop him off.
yeah, that works too. So yeah, Silas will take care of Anthony, and then yeah, you guys go off.
No,
on your
no, keep him. It's keeping the spaceship clean.
Yeah, we're cleaning up the spaceship first, and then he's getting dropped off.
Yeah.
He needs to work his share.
Okay. So yeah, Spike and Leonardo, you guys head out of the ship, all geared up. It's going to take you probably about 30 minutes to an hour to get to where you want to go. You can just take public transport to try and cut down that time by like 20 to 30 minutes.
Sitting there on the bus wearing my armor.
Yep. you get on.
He's like, oh, is there one of those annual conventions in town?
Yeah, you get on the
David,
get on
turn to the
tram.
apartment building, please.
You get on the hover tram, and then the bus driver's like, "Circus in town."
Yeah.
Your duck goes
Don't believe
quack,
it.
quack, quack, quack.
Oh, you bought the duck, have you?
And the bus driver looks at the duck. He's like, "No shit." All right, and you guys get on.
Yeah. Fuck the smart guy here.
Duck has the highest sway of us all.
Yeah.
Yeah. A real duck.
Yeah, it's actually it would be extremely rare for anyone in the city to see wildlife. Like it's not common whatsoever. So the guy just like looks at us like, damn. That's why he has circus in town, because you're like maybe you're a tamer or something.
No, he's my friend.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you guys get on the bus, and then you get off close to your destination. You hop off the tram, and head towards the apartment building, which is about looks to be over 40 stories tall. Like this is a spire, but you guys are in a bit of a more rundown area of the city. You see like graffiti along all the walls. There's bars on the convenience stores and all of the shops. And they all have their lights off and shut down for the night, closed for the night. You see, like,
I just gone here.
yeah, you see like a couple people
So much quieter.
You see a couple people like standing outside the entrance to the apartment, just like smoking cigarettes and stuff, just chilling. When you walk up the steps, you kind of get eyed, but they're not really like concerned about you. You guys do kind of stick out because you're dressed like you're dressed like space farers, space merchants, And here it's just like basic run-of-the-mill folk, factory workers, construction workers, like that kind of stuff. So
just walk past them. Evening.
you get like a snide retort back. It's like it's always fucking evening. He's like smoking a cigarette.
Up on the evening.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to the lift.
Yeah. So as per the fashion of the cityscape, it says lift broken. Not
Yeah.
active.
Of course.
Probably. It's probably
Can I
piss
try to
anyway.
fix it? Probably not. I don't have equipment for that.
Yeah, it does have like a little like post-it note is like we'll be back from lunch.
How old's the post-it note looking?
It's dusty. It's dusty. Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks
it's
like
been there for a
nobody's
while.
tried to fix this in like probably months.
So I pity the poor bastards who got to live on. Who got to go up to the 40th floor.
Probably everybody up there is dead. Because it
Yeah, they're
takes
probably
them an
dead
hour
up
to
there.
get down.
Yeah, that's true. Come on then.
Mhm.
Something up there.
Thankfully, it's the 5th floor. It's not that high.
Oh, nice.
I'm sure if you're wearing armor, it's quite high.
Oh yeah, for
I mean,
sure.
5th floor is still quite high.
You're gonna be sweating a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get to the end of the hall. You open up the door, and then down the hall, you can already hear the music going. And right at the end of the
Ooh,
hall,
I like
you see like this guy dressed in like a leather jacket and stained white shirt with his arms crossed, just like staring at the wall across from him, just leaned up against it. He looks like he's nodding off a little bit, but he's still up.
Dude.
He's like cranes his neck around to look at you. It's like, fuck. Who are you?
What's up, bro?
Your
Long
duck is
time
like,
no
wah,
see.
wah, 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 wah.
Yeah.
So
With a bodyguard for the duck.
is that a fucking bird, dude?
Yeah, bro.
Yep.
I found it cheap up down there.
And he just like takes his fingers like he's about to like poke at its bill, but your duck is like just hisses
I
at him.
put my hand up. I put my hand in front of his hand and say, "Don't touch the duck."
Yeah,
Oh
bro,
no
crazy
shit!
one,
He's
bro.
a vicious little guy, isn't he?
Yeah, bro. By the way, bro, it's the ghost here.
I don't know
Duck.
who that is.
The duck wants to go in.
Yeah, we're gonna show him the thing. Come on, do the flip, bro.
Who wants to roll for sway on this?
To sway,
Yes.
Bro.
I have one, but
I have one. I haven't rolled yet.
Well,
Yeah, you do.
one of you can roll and the other assists. So you get 2 die for the person who's saying.
yeah, you can roll.
Oh, okay.
Wait, sorry, Snacks. Assist spend stress, right?
Yes.
No, I can't.
I haven't got
I'm
enough
not-
stress for that.
All right, guys, you can't do stress, so how about we start doing devil's bargains?
Not yet.
Not yet.
They ain't burning under my feet.
I'm just gonna. Okay, so it's sway. I haven't got anything in that. I can't remember how this works now.
Yeah, let's go back to this here. You can use stress to push yourself. So you add 1 die roll. Go to page 18. Action rolls. Here we are. Da-da. So it'll be controlled. It's not going to be risky or desperate.
Yeah.
Let's see. And then it'll be sway. And then you add your bonus dice. So, bonus dice. You normally get 3 bonus dice for your action roll. For 1 bonus dice, you get assistance from a teammate. They take 1 stress, say how they help you, and give you an extra die. Or, at this point, it's Devil's Bargain. Oh, wait,
God.
no, hold on. You guys have your gambits reset. You get 2 gambits this session.
Ooh.
Your gambits
I
reset
forgot what's that.
every session.
Oh, Smax, can you remind me what gambit
Well,
is?
considering I don't have anything in sway.
So Gambit can be used by anybody. So it's basically 2 free additional dice per session that anybody
It's
can
a
use in
shared
the game.
pool, right?
It's a shared pool. Yes. And you guys get 2 gambits at the beginning of every session currently. So you can use one of those and add additional die instead.
I mean, up to you,
Okay.
Spike.
Do you have sway?
Oh, I do.
Yeah, I don't. So I can assist you. That's about all I can do. Well, I can't assist you because
You have
I'll
stress
stress
for that.
out.
Oh no, you got 1 stress bar left, so you
Oh,
can
okay.
you can
Yeah, I'll
click
do it
on
then.
that.
I have 1 stress bar left. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you want, you can click on that to assist him and give him the extra die, so he'll have 2 with the assist.
Oh God. Okay. I'll click on my last stress.
So how are you going to help him, Spike? Convince this guy to let you in.
Well, as far as first of all, how is Leonardo going to do this?
Yeah, he's like, the idea behind Leonardo is like, he's trying to show what the duck can do so he can show it to Ghost. So, you know,
The duck
he's
does
like,
tricks.
"Oh,
Okay.
bro, we can, let's show
What can the
guy
duck?
this."
What can the duck do?
Well, it's a smart duck, so I told the duck to backflip, so.
Okay, so you put him on the ground, and the duck backflips easily, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure I was helping there, but I'll just go sort of go.
Showing the duck, you know, maybe I can.
Ta-da!
Yeah. You're the person that does the music. You add sort of pizzazz to that. You just like take out one of those confetti things, go, ta-da!
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Hey! And the duck does the backflip.
Yeah. Okay. So roll your 2 dice.
Okay, standard, right?
Standard. Yep. And this is controlled.
Bonus 1.
Okay.
5, nice.
5.
Yeah. So yeah, the guard's just like, huh, that was awesome. Yeah, sure. I don't know if Ghost is here, but the guy that lives here is. So yeah, head on in. So he just like opens the door for you guys and just like holds the door open.
Okay.
Thanks, bro.
You pick up the duck. I don't. I'll just say I'm not allowed to touch the duck. Only he can touch the duck.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah,
Just trying to big the duck up a bit.
that works. So you guys head into the apartment. It's fairly small, but as soon as you do, you just get hit with a waft of smells and tastes in your mouth. It's like it smells like blueberry and vomit, and the smoke is just wafts into your nostrils. It's stinging your eyes, and your mouth is filling with that just like awful taste of stale blueberry and vomit. And you're just like, oh, it's not that pleasant. Through the haze of all of this, the music is blasting in your eardrums. This horrible combination of EDM and country, just like.
Perfection.
She ran away with my tractor. But yeah, and then through all this haze, you see like you see this guy sitting on a really well worn out, just like couch, surrounded by just like a bunch of other people. They're smoking out of hookahs, they're smoking out of cigarettes, or just like constantly smoking out of everything you can imagine. And what you presume is the owner of the house is like handing out drinks to people right now, just on the table. It's just covered in just like chips and junk food and beer and cigarette butts and ashtrays. It's just, yeah. And there's like just people dancing around. It's probably got like about, for an apartment that's for maybe 4 people to live in, it's probably got about 20 just crammed in every area of that apartment, just banging out. At first glance, you don't see any indication that Ghost is still here.
No. But he is handing out drinks.
Yeah, the presumably the homeowner is handing out the drinks to people and making sure everyone's having a good time. He turns to you and he's like, "Hey, I don't know you. What are you guys doing here?"
Oh,
The duck.
hey,
The duck wanted to go here. And we're looking for Ghost.
Oh, wait, duck? And the duck just like, wah. It's like, oh shit, that's a duck!
it's
Oh,
real and it's a smart duck.
Don't
It's
touch
his
the
name
duck.
is Cesare.
Cesare. Oh, cool. Are you guys like? I don't remember hiring any entertainers. Like, I'm so confused.
Well, we're his acquaintances. We were working with him recently, and need to ask him a couple of things and
Oh,
finalize our deal.
he made a deal with you guys too. What did he make you deal with?
He shrugs. Well, if he gets here, he can probably explain it to you.
Well, like, I work for this guy kid called Big E. Like he had me get a package for him, and Ghost was supposed to deliver it. He owes me a cred for that. I gave him that job. Hold on. And then he like yells to the back. He's like, "Hey, Shelly, you seen Ghost?" And you hear a voice back. He's like, "No, I thought he was with you still." So he's like, "Ah, shit." That's done. He left the party. He drank all my beers, and he left. And he still owes me a credit for that job that I gave him, man. Like, that guy, I swear. Look, if you guys see him again, let him know to get his ass back here and pay me for that package I had him deliver. That was really hard to come by. I gave him that job. He owes me.
Hang on.
Sorry.
Hang on.
I
Let's
think I
just get something
understand.
clear. I'm just gonna call out into room. Does everybody here? Does Ghost owe them money?
You see several hands actually go. I was like, yeah, like he keeps telling us that he's gonna pay us back when he gets this big score that he's working on lately, but it's been like a month and none of us have gotten paid. He asked to borrow some money from us and make sure he was able to, like, I don't know, do something. He said he was gonna make a shit ton of money and get us a cut, but he hasn't really said much of anything.
Has he actually been here?
Oh yeah, he was here, man. Like I said, he drank all my beer and then left.
When?
I don't know, man. Like an hour ago.
An hour ago. Okay.
I do remember him saying that he was like gonna go to like a what is that place called again? And he's like just scratching his head. The Bunny Hop. Yeah, it's like a local gentleman's club casino place. He said he was gonna meet a contact there, and then he was gonna get all the money he owed us.
We're just gonna go round and round in circles here, aren't we? We just got to find him and drag him back to Big E.
Yeah, I think he's the guy that needs to get caught. All right, that makes things easier a bit.
Except we don't know where to find him.
Well, he
maybe
mentioned that gentleman's club thing.
he might be at the
Bunny
Gentleman's
Potter.
Club. But I suspect we're just going to be going round and round. But let's give it a go.
Yeah, you have no better lead.
Okay. I'm going to be very tempted to get a drink.
I'll do the same.
Oh God, if you're going to do it, yeah, this could turn out really bad.
Just a single one.
You guys are gonna hold off on indulging on your vices for the moment, or are you gonna?
Just a single drink.
Yeah.
It's indulging. Yes.
I'm feeling really stressed. I really do want to indulge my vice.
Yeah, like
Me
I
and my
said, you
friend
get 2 free indulgences as long as you don't go over your stress level. For those 2 indulgences, you will not overindulge.
Will not overindulge. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to do that yet. Like,
I mean, I
I'm
have
feeling
so
Okay.
much stress. It's untrue.
No, that's fair enough.
Yeah,
No,
Leonardo
but
would, but
my vice is stupor.
yeah,
I drink
you're
until
probably
I'm on the floor.
find difficult stopping.
Yeah, once I start, it just goes.
Yeah, I think Leonardo would try to trick you, like, get the drink on the go and just, while we're heading there, you can finish the drink and then eventually continue.
I'll tell you what. Let's have a drink, and then we'll see where we go from there.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
Okay, so what do we do?
So you have to look at your character sheet and look at insight, prowess, and resolve, and pick which one has the least amount of arrows in it. For you, it's insight or resolve. So you can choose
Yes.
either of those. You click
Do you know,
on that.
I think I'm going to go for resolve
Okay.
because if I fail this, I'm just going to keep going.
So you get, I believe, 2 dice for you because you got 2 arrows. Because I saw.
Oh.
Hold on. Let me double check that because I want to make sure everyone's doing this fairly here. I think it was probably just the lowest attribute.
Yep.
So yeah, your lowest attribute is a 1 because that's the scramble. Okay, I see how that works. It isn't based off of
That's
insight,
skill.
prowess, resolve. It's based off of your lowest attribute, which is currently 1 arrow, the scramble.
Yeah, isn't scramble a skill?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
so
not sure.
You're gonna roll either your insight, your prowess, or your resolve. Which one has the fewest clicks in it?
Yeah,
Yeah. And
they're the attributes: the insight, resolve, and prowess. Whereas the others are skills.
because when
Yeah,
Silas
okay.
did
One of the
his
attributes.
lowest was insight because he had to
Yeah.
roll rig for that.
No, because I only have one.
Because you only have one click and so you roll the inside. So you have to choose between resolve and insight because those are your 2 lowest. So you either
Yeah.
click insight or resolve, and it will automatically roll that for you.
So I'm going to click resolve.
Okay. This will be the first indulgence, and then you remove what the dice say. You remove 4
Four.
stress.
Nice.
Yes.
There you go.
Now, do you want to indulge again? And potentially just be like, you know what, fuck this job, and leave if you just overindulge.
Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. No, I'm going to leave it at that
Leave it
because
there? Okay.
if I do it again, I'm just going to be plastered.
Fair enough. Yep. So you guys stay for a little bit, and Spike decides to indulge in his vice and drink a bunch of just vodka straight from the bottle. And he's getting egged on by the other people too. They're just like chug, 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 chug.
Spike.
Yeah.
Well, at least you're having fun. I won't stop you.
All right. So
Okay.
yeah, you guys move on from that, and then you start heading towards the gentleman's
I
club.
kind of thinking I should roll something, not to just carry on, because that is what he does.
I mean, you could if you want to roll some way to keep yourself on track. I suppose if you're trying to do that, it would be in resolve. Command seems to be like the perfect thing, honestly, because you're just like, okay, time to stop now.
Okay, we'll try that.
you can roll for that.
Roll command.
Yeah.
Is it? I don't know. It's risky. So does it matter?
No, we can do controlled. It's fine.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, go six.
You're good. Yeah. So you're just like, nope.
Yeah.
Done that bottle. That's the only
Man
bottle
on the
for
job.
now. We're moving on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
You kept your composure. And he's like, no.
Yeah.
Gotta go. And everyone's like, oh well, yeah, come back if you want to, man. Like, you seem like good people, especially that duck. And the duck is like, wah, wah.
Wait, wait. Does the duck have a name?
Chenzo.
Was it?
Yeah, it was Chenzo, right?
Chenzo.
Cesare.
Cesare. Sorry, Cesare is the name of the duck.
Cesare.
Yeah.
Cesare the duck.
Yeah. I think that's what is that Slovakian for hoisin sauce?
No, it's Caesar in Italian.
Caesar. Okay, that works.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys head out the door. You head towards the gentleman club, which is called the Bunny Hop. So when you guys enter in here, it looks like it's a very classy casino, not run down at all. You got like beautiful velvet red carpet all throughout the entire casino. You've got the standard fare of roulette tables, Texas Hold'em, blackjack, anything you can imagine that people can spend money on to gamble. It is here. And as you look around, you see a lot of the waitresses, well, pretty much every waitress is dressed in a bunny costume. They've got like these little ears on their heads with flashing like pink lights to kind of outline their body shape as they're like walking across the floors with cigarettes, cigars, drinks. And the hostess greets you with a smile. She's like, "Welcome to the Bunny Hop, gentlemen. If there's anything I can help you with, please do not hesitate to ask. Just to let you know, there are no guns allowed in the club, so you will have to relinquish those at the coat checkup over there. Our wonderful bodyguards will assist you with that today. And just to let you know, if there is at least a 2-drink minimum in the club, but the upside to that is we offer you your first drink free. And we also want to let you know that there is also a buyout of $100 at the table. There needs to be at least $100 in your pocket in order to indulge in our services as well. If you gentlemen are interested in a more secluded area, we do have private areas where you can go and have your own concierge associated with that room to assist you with any needs that you wish, carnal or otherwise. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, what's the conversion rate of credits to dollars?
So for this thing, we'll say that you guys have some walking around money that you can use.
Right.
Yeah. I'll let you know when you run out. We'll say that much.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Like when we start gambling.
Yes.
which inevitably
Silas
will.
gave you guys a modest allowance, we'll say, before you guys left.
All right. Okay. Actually, I mean, ignoring the gambling, I mean, it does sound kind of like your sort of place, Leonardo.
You know, Salas, I came today here with the intention to have some fun, pleasure, but we're stuck on this really stupid mission, and I'm getting a bit nervous, you know, I'm getting stressed. But this is not the thing I'm seeking, you know, so let's just get this over with as fast as we can so I can have some quality time with myself. What say you?
Show with the dog.
Cesar, can you help us find this ghost fella?
So the lady, seeing the companion you have with, says, "I'm sorry, but there's no pets allowed in the casino."
Oh, don't worry, he's not a pet, he has an ID card.
No, we are his employees.
Exactly.
It's an alien.
Okay,
Casino.
you guys are gonna have to roll for sway on this one. It's gonna be risky.
Who's we haven't
Hold
got
on.
persuade.
I do
Sway.
that.
Oh, sway.
Yeah,
Oh, you
sway.
do that, yeah.
Easy.
Oh damn! Okay. Yeah. You show the ID card to the lady. It's like, "Oh, emotional support pet." Oh, of course.
This is Dominar Shazari.
Yeah, Dominar Safari.
Oh, Marty Shazari. If you want to go into the club, Marty Shazari, we're going.
Exactly.
The duck just gives like a little noble head shake. It's like, "Wah, wah, wah, wah." And she's like, "Oh well, of course. I didn't know this type of alien existed, but of course, right this way."
The
Mr.
bunny hop is famous throughout the system.
Yes. So the hostess will kind of like lean into the duck a little. Is like, would you like us to accommodate a private suite for you, sir, while you stay? And the duck just kind of like looks up quizzically at her. She's like, "What?"
Oh,
She kind of stumbles a bit. She's like, perhaps we could find a bath of some kind that he wishes to swim in. And the duck looks up at you, Leonardo. He's like,
that
Get you
is
for a better one later. No. Big promise.
He's not happy about that answer, but he will relent. So she's like, oh, okay, well, perhaps another time. So, gentlemen, if you wouldn't mind checking your coats and your weapons at the door here, please. And she like motions towards the coat checkout with the gentleman who's waiting to take your items.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
you can't take me fine martial arts style.
No, you can't. So yeah, they will take your weapons and your coats just temporarily until you guys decide to leave the establishment. Is there anything you guys want to do first before you start looking for Ghost?
Have a drink.
Cool.
Not
Alright.
have a drink.
All right.
Well, apparently you have to have one. We get one free.
Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna put a pause on you guys for now because I do want Cody to get some time in today. So, Silas, you are pretty much done cleaning up the ship. Anthony has helped you as best he can with his abilities to assist with that. He was never really someone who's like mechanically inclined. He was an accountant before he tried to leave to make a life for himself. So he knows numbers, but he doesn't really know much of anything else. So he did what he could based on his skill. Is there anything you wanted to do before you head out and drop him off?
Is there any way I can get rid of my harm?
Your harm,
That
yes. So
disorder.
your injury, right? Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's actually look at that as well.
I've been trying to find rules on getting rid of it, and it's something about getting a doctor? I don't know.
Yeah. Because you do have someone who has medical treatment that they can do, but I'm not entirely sure if that includes.
I think I'm more of a medic, meatball type.
Yeah,
I'm
you're a
a-
triage. You're triage.
I'm
You're
a
not really
military.
meant
I'm a
to-
military medic. I'm not a doctor. You know, I can stop the bleeding and get you on
I
your
don't
feet
have
again
that
properly,
skill.
but that's about it.
Okay. If I remember
Also, I just hit
correctly,
the
it was.
indulge vice button, but that was just to test something. Apparently, that blue box above your stress that says indulge vice, that'll just auto do it for you.
Oh, well, that's convenient. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to find anything about injury on here. Let me just. Because as far as I know, it was very similar to Fate system. So if you have tired harm.
It might be a downtime activity thing, because it's like recover under downtime.
If the result of your vice roll means you clear more stress levels than you had marked, you overindulge.
Yeah.
So right now you have I think Spike you have a lesser and Silas you have a lesser as
Yeah.
well.
Disoriented and a sprain, I believe.
Yeah. 3 harm examples, resistance and armor. You must make the roll using one of your character's attributes. The GM chooses the attribute based on the nature of the consequence. Your character suffers 6 stress, and then you take the damage. So that's if you take harm. And what resistances you have to avoid that. We're not worried about that.
You know what? Don't worry about it. We can deal with it later. It seems
Yeah.
like a downtime activity, and I've already used both my points, so
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, we'll hold off on that for now until we get a better chance of like reading over this some more. So I don't really find it's going to be a detriment to you at this stage either. So yeah, we can
You're
leave that.
telling me I'm not gonna get a shootout and dropping off Anthony to his family home?
I mean, if you want me to provide you some sort of action, I certainly can indulge in that.
It'd be preferable if it's a nice, relaxing
Yeah.
stroll.
Ghost appears outside of an alley. Hey, I've
Wait
got a
for
job
you
for
guys
you.
to get back, and Silas is just dead in a ditch somewhere.
Yeah, you never know.
Won't be the first time.
Mm. Okay, yeah. So you fly Anthony over at least as close as you can get to his destination. He essentially takes one of those hover trams to get where he wants to go. He thanks you for your help and essentially leaves without any incident. Um, on the off chance, did Leonardo or Spike give you a physical description of this person? I don't think they did.
I don't think we did, no.
Of whom?
No?
You did. Okay. So
What,
yeah.
Are you telling me I run into this dude?
Well, no, you don't run into him. You end up just landing at that port and just kind of like spending the time relaxing there until you hear back from them. At this point, there really isn't anything much for you to do outside. If you want to travel outside the ship, you can now lock it down because you don't have to worry about babysitting Anthony and maybe meet up with your buddies. Or you can go on your own little mini adventure. It's up to you. See what the city has to offer.
Do we have anything lined up for our next job?
No, you do not.
You know what? I'm just gonna go mosey on around, rumor monger, and see if I can find anything about another job for us to do.
Sure. Yeah, that works. Okay. Let me see what I've got planned here because I might be able to work something out that way. Okay, no, that will work out just fine. Yeah. So Silas will start looking for another job for you guys to pick up while you guys are at the casino. All right.
Do you want me to roll a consort to see how well that goes?
Sure. Yeah, if you want to, we might as well get that locked in now.
Might as well. I love how the first thing is it's risky. Yeah, I hope not. Alright, just a regular, controlled consort.
Mhm.
1. Awesome. That's all I'm out about.
Yeah, so essentially you go to the nearby sort of like job postings that they have for people who are just at the port, and there is dick all. There's like nothing there.
You bump into the pirates.
Alright, well that's my night out.
Yeah. Well, like I said, like you can still lock down.
And
the
it's still
ship
better than
now.
ours.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Well, I don't even know where they're at is the thing, so I'll just sit tight at the ship until they give me a call.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so we'll move back to the casino then. So you guys are indulging a little bit. I believe one of you said that you're drinking again, or is that incorrect?
That was me.
Oh, yeah. You're
Spike.
taking another drink? Okay, so are you
Yeah.
indulging?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll
So
for
just
that. So,
click indulge your voice.
yes, right there. So glad they have that built into the
Yeah.
character sheet.
4.
Makes things easier.
Hey!
Hey, look at that. All right. Good.
Nice.
So that's sorted out then. And what is Leonardo doing? Are you indulging in any vices right now, or?
No, he is stressed because he still can't.
Okay.
He's
fair
probably like stumbling around talking with people, seeing how's up and like trying to either, find the rabbit guy or, hear something about him so he can like get some leads.
enough. Okay.
He's clearly like slightly nervous
Okay.
because this night is taking a bit longer than he liked to be sober.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. While we're here, I'm going to start seeing if there's any like work going on down here,
Okay.
because there's people gambling. There might be business people who need things doing.
Well, you look around, and I already know that your character would probably have a good eye for people who are like in that persuasion, we'll say. It's not hard to find out that this casino is probably run by some sort of organization that could be or not be associated with Big E. You're not entirely sure. They aren't wearing the same uniforms as what him and his men were, so this could be a legitimate operation as well. You don't know for certain, but you recognize the pit boss, who, for anyone who doesn't know what a pit boss is, they could kind of handle the tables to make sure no one's cheating, kick out any ne'er-do-wells or any people that aren't paying their debts. Anyone that owes money to the casino, he keeps an eye out for those people as well. Make sure that they pay back what they owe before leaving the casino. That's essentially what his job is. So you do notice that there's a gentleman who's being flanked by two other, we'll say, guards. They are armed with stun batons, and they're just like making the rounds around the tables, keeping an eye on things, making sure stuff is going smoothly.
But I was thinking more in terms of looking for like any contacts or work or
Well, if you want, you could roll your consort as well. See if you find anything.
I don't have consort.
Okay.
Well, you can still roll it.
You can
it's
still
just
roll it.
Not gonna be as good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll roll it and see what else. Position. Oh, I'm not going to worry about that. I'll just roll it. And you can
Just roll it. It's okay.
decide.
You get 2 6. Oh,
I've got a 4.
Close. Okay.
0 dice. Take the lowest, so it's take the 3.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah. So if that's the case, then yeah, you have pretty much as much luck as Silas did. You just
Yeah. Nothing going on.
yeah. There's not a lot of people talking about business in a casino right now. They're here to enjoy themselves. They're not really interested in talking to a stranger about what jobs they might have lined up. So yeah, that's the general consensus you're getting right now.
It's worth a go.
Okay. So I'll say you guys spend a bit of time just kind of like perusing around the area, not really taking part in the games, but keeping an eye out for Ghost. And it just so happens you find a familiar-looking trench-coated individual sitting at one of the blackjack tables. And he is flanked by a woman in a red dress and a gentleman that looks like a ripoff of Colonel Sanders. I have come up with my new race. They're called Space Kentuckies.
Space Buckies.
Pardon me, madam. Would you mind handing me another one of those shiny, beautiful mint juleps? And he smacks her on the ass as she walks by. Right away, sir.
I was going to say something about finger looking good, but all right.
I try to keep it PG-13. We'll try and skirt around that a little bit.
You do you, bud.
Yeah. I'm not worried about
was a
getting
TV
demonetized.
advert.
I'm not getting paid to do any of this shit, so I don't really care.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It used to be a TV advert, so it's perfectly fine.
Yeah, exactly. We could definitely be talking about chicken and, of course, nothing else.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So,
It's in your special sauce.
So, you guys kind of can see just from where you're looking, Ghost isn't really doing too good. The person who's got the biggest pile of chips is actually the Colonel, and the lady just seems kind of like half awake, half bored. She's just kind of like playing because she's got nothing better to do. Kind of, you get that kind of vibe. And Ghost is like, if he had pores, he would be sweating. Let's say that much. Yeah. So, what's your guys' plan? Do you approach him? Do you try and drag him away from the
I'm
table?
going to approach him from behind.
Leonardo is going to do the same, but just on the other side.
Are you trying to be stealthy, sneaky up on him, or?
Well, more like, he's curious about the game, but he is actually trying to, like, get on his side, like,
Okay.
either to sit next to him or something like that,
Yeah, I'll say there's like an empty chair to the left of him. There's like four chairs total, and the farthest one on the left is empty. So we'll say, yeah, Spike, you get behind him. He doesn't really seem to notice. He seems to be focused on the game a bit more. Leonardo, do you sit next to him or?
Yeah, I'll sit, but like try not to. Because he's focused, I don't want to drag his attention away from the game, So
Okay,
yeah,
I
I'll just
gotcha.
sit and like look at the table,
Yeah. So yeah, you see him put in another deal. He ends up busting, and he loses another chunk of his coin to the casino. He's got a very small pile of chips left. He might have maybe 2 plays left in him before that money's all gone.
I didn't see these type of games back in White Lotus.
No, yeah, this is definitely new to you. Just
No, he's saying that out loud.
oh, you're saying that out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, one stalk, like his left stalk eye, his left eye stalk just kind of turns like, "Oh, hey, buddy, how's it going? Did you get that delivery done?"
Oh, my friend, of course I did. Your friend Biggie sent his regards, of course.
Oh yeah, him and I go way back. He's a nice guy. Yeah.
Definitely sounds like one.
And then he's just like, you know what? I think I'm gonna take a break from this. This table ain't going so good. I'd probably get my money back in another one. And he starts to get up with his chips.
That's when I put my hand on his shoulder and say, "That's a good idea."
Oh, your buddy came too.
Of course
Hi,
not.
how's it going? You know what, guys? I gotta go to the bathroom real quick, but I'll be back and we can talk about that payment I owe you. Sound good? Okay.
No need to talk about that. Don't worry.
I say, let's go for a
Let's drink
walk.
on me.
Okay, so you guys head to the bar area with him in tow. He is very light. So you kind of just grab him by his underarms and just lift him out of the chair as he's scrambling to gather his chips to put it in his pocket while you just float him over to the bar. He's not providing any resistance really. If he wanted to, he probably could, but he's just not trying anything right now anyway. So what's the plan? You set him down on a chair and then flank him?
Don't really want to go to the bar. I just want to drag him off.
Okay. You just drag him off then.
Yeah, I follow
Yeah.
Spike.
He's take a walk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Besides, it's 11 o'clock here, and I'm going to have to go soon.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
So, yes, get him outside.
Okay.
We're going to have to look after him alternately as we get our stuff back.
Yeah, so you guys are gonna head to the exit now. You're gonna try and head out?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looks like you had a bad hand there.
Yeah, it's well, you win some, you lose some, right? And
Absolutely, yes.
As you guys are
closing, honestly.
as you guys are
That's
talking to him, Spike, you just feel yourself bounce off something hard, and you kind of look up, and it's the pit boss, flanked by his 2 bodyguards, and he's like, "Ghost, my friend, seems you're a little in the hole here." He's like, "Well, it's you're just stammering, not able to really get any words." I was like, "You know what the rule is here at the casino at the Bunny Hop? You do not leave until you repay your debt. Who are your friends here?" It's like, "Well, these are my buddies from way back. We go way back, right, guys? It's been a long time since I've seen these guys. They're just stopping by for a visit. We're just hanging out a little bit."
Leonardo shrugs.
From a purely academic point of view, how big's the debt?
Oh, well, I'm gonna have to get out the ledger here. Snaps his fingers. One of the bodyguards just flipped open a book. It's like 2 credit, January 12th, 3 credit, January 24th, and he's just flip. 25 total.
25 credits.
Total owed.
Well, plainly, you've let him out earlier. Otherwise, he wouldn't have run up 25 credits.
Well, here we do allow extensions from time to time, but we do have our limits. He is 5 credit over, not including the interest he's accrued over that time. So somebody is going to have to make a down payment. We're not asking for it all back. We completely understand that 25 credit is quite a bit of money, but I feel a little good faith donation would go a long way in giving him a further extension into that. Let's say 3 credit to start.
Okay, I'm going to try something.
That would be reasonable. Spike, just a minute. That would be reasonable, of course. However, you know those stories where you wait in line to do something, but there is a person in front of you that is way stronger, so you can't really skip the line right there, right? You know that, right?
Can't say I'm familiar with that analogy.
Unfortunate, because this fine gentleman here is asked about from a very prominent gentleman that likes to reside in the White Lotus Club, if you know who I mean.
A very large gentleman.
Oh, okay. So the pit boss will look down at Ghost. Is like, Ghost, I'm surprised. You've led Mr. Johnson to think that we were the only proprietors of your services, and now I hear that you're consorting with a completely different group of people. I am very surprised at that. And Ghost is like,
Well, you know, I was gonna, like, the way it was gonna work is I was just gonna go to Big E and I was gonna make sure that he pays back what he owes me, you know? Like, this guy, he's asking me for so many favors, like, he's on the back pay right now, and he really needs to just, like, pay me so I can pay you, you know? It's like, that's kind of how it's working right now, but the guy, he's just holding out a little bit.
I should look at the pit boss, the pit boss, and
the piss spot.
look at the pit boss and just sort of shake my head.
So the pit boss will take your admonishment as the fact that he is just bullshitting. He's like, I worked here a long time. I can smell bullshit from a mile away, and I gotta tell you, Ghost, you are stinking to high heaven. Now, I'm sure your fine friends here wouldn't want to get involved with your debt to us unless they're willing to accommodate the 3 credit that we are asking for, and I'm sure if they had it, they might be willing to provide that to us. And he looks to you and Spike and says, Gentlemen, it's up to you. Would you like to assist your friend in paying off at least some of his debt as a good faith donation to our casino?
No, I would not.
Well, however,
well,
we have no
I'll tell you what.
in this basket.
Well, we'll ask Mr. E what he thinks.
See, I would love to trust you, gentlemen, but unfortunately, Mr. Johnson is getting tired of Ghost's inability to repay, and he wants to see him. So,
yeah, doesn't seem to be the only one.
If you wouldn't mind handing him over, we'll take it from here, and you gentlemen can be on your way. And Ghost looks up, he's like,
Hey guys, like, look.
I have an alternative idea. Let's all go to see your boss. I shall smile at him.
Yeah, and the pit boss is like, well, if you wish to see Mr. Johnson, then you will be involved in his debt, if I'm not being too frank, because if you wish to see our boss, then our boss is going to associate you with Ghost and anything that he does going forward. Are you willing to take that risk for your friend here?
What about if we associate ourselves with the Big E, as we are his representatives in this case?
You know what? I'm willing to extend that invitation to him. If you are a representative of Big E, then clearly Mr. Johnson will definitely want to speak with you about this. And
I believe it would be in your interest to do so.
Yeah. So
Let's do that.
he'll take you up to the office where Mr. Johnson will be seated. This gentleman is, in all intents and purposes, a businessman first, but also he wants to make sure that his club is being portrayed in the finest of light. He's very well dressed. He's wearing a purple sort of like ascot, silk ascot with a what looks to be loungewear, very comfortable looking wool blend, very dark burgundy suit with what looks to be a nice pair of loafers. He has got a very well manicured mustache, that curls up at the ends ever so slightly, and his hair is slicked back side to side, sort of like as you would see in any of those old 1950s casino movies. That type of feel to it. So you know who Mr. House is off of Fallout. Basically, it's that kind of look. He's very like 1950s kind of old school look to him.
Yeah. What's his name? Johnson.
Mr. Johnson. Yeah. So he'll be sitting at his large mahogany desk and large oak chair when you guys go through the double doors into his office. There's only one seat available in front of him. So his guards in the pit boss will flank you two, and he will ask Ghost to be seated in front of him. Do you indulge that?
I will. I was going to stick Ghost in the chair anyway.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, okay. So yeah,
A hand on each shoulder.
you stick Ghost in the chair, and you got both your hands on his shoulder to make sure he doesn't squirm away or anything. And Mr. Johnson is like, yeah. Well, it seems that our friend here, Mr. Ghost, has been telling quite some tall tales for a lot of us. If you gentlemen wouldn't mind introducing yourselves, I'm not too familiar with you.
Well, naturally. My name is Wyndham Shrike from New London. This is, well, you can introduce yourself.
Leonardo Di Renza. I'm a mechanic.
And this is the duck.
The duck goes.
Yes, that is.
That's a fascinating animal you have there.
Is that
It's my
I
companion.
assume that's. I assume the that's real wool.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Well, it's alpaca, but I had to get this imported from old Earth. It took a long time, but well worth the wait, I find. Now, I think we should get down to business because I am a very busy man and I don't really have time to consort with debt of such of a minimal amount, but it is debt, it is owed, and Ghost, my friend, you need to pay us at least some portion of this, or my friends here will have to take you to the back, and I know you don't want that to happen. Ghost is like, well, you know, I got this deal going, and do you let him keep, like, talking, or do you want to take... Okay, you just quiet him.
God, no.
Okay,
I'm
it's like, you
I'm just gonna
immediately
say,
clasp his mouth.
There's a large gentleman who resides at the the Lotus White Lotus Club. Very large
Yeah,
gentleman.
Lotus
I'm sure
Club.
you know
Yeah.
it. Yes.
And,
He's also very interested in our mutual friend here.
Oh,
And we are here because apparently they have a dispute of a similar kind as you do.
I know Big E. He's a gentleman that works for the Cobalt Syndicate. They're glorified labor union, but they seem to be expanding their reach into other avenues. Not a threat to me, of course, but you know, it's always good to keep an eye on your competition in case things get a little out of hand. He hasn't tried to usurp some of my power by opening his own casino, but I've heard rumors that he's attempting to do so and will be using any means necessary to procure some of those property rights. Just so happens to be right across from mine. Isn't that right, Ghost? And Ghost will say, "That's right, Mr. Johnson. I told you that myself. I brought you the information, you know, and you used it, and it's I swear it was like primo information, you know, the top of the line, not a lie at all." It's like, I'm sure it was. I'm more concerned about the double dealing that he's been getting into. That is concerning for me.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what information he's been giving to Mr. E.
This is true. And seeing as I have his fine representatives here to represent Mr. Biggie and his acquisition, what say you about these rumors that are spreading? Is he attempting to get into my good graces, or is he trying to, say, usurp some of my power?
Well, I'm
I
afraid
believe
I'm.
we're not confidential to be in propriety of those informations. However, Mr.
I would
If I
suggest
can be
that
frank.
Mr. Ghost here is not the most reliable source of information.
That too.
That is becoming quickly apparent. Ghost, do you have anything to say for yourself? And he's just like, well,
I mean,
oh, you're
I
gonna
would be
say
concerned
something.
that Mr. Ghost is possibly priming a conflict between you and Mr. E. Quite a necessary one.
So Ghost looks up to you incredulously as you say, he's like, he's lying. Yeah, I would never do such a thing. Look. I'm just trying to make a living here, okay? We all are trying to like make our living, survive the city, you know. Like I just want to make enough money to make by. I'm not trying to cause any problems whatsoever. I promise you, Mr. Johnson. And Mr. Johnson, he's
Have I lied to you that you're aware of?
on one hand, I've known Ghost for quite a while. I know he's a bit of a sneaky individual. On the other hand, I don't know you. So
No, but
I'm
you
starting...
do know that Ghost has been lying to you.
Well, what I do know and what I don't know could fill up an entire vault of information. At this point, I don't want to take any chances that something's going to come back and bite me in the ass. So, unless you two gentlemen can convince me to let you go, we are going to have a long conversation. And it may involve some things that you are not interested in getting involved with. Now, I will give you the choice. If you wish to stay and help Ghost get out of his little predicament, I'm going to need some assurance that you two gentlemen can procure me the information that I'm looking for and come back with it. If you do so, I may be willing to let your friend go, or if you care not for your friend's well-being, I could probably pay you for your services. It's completely up to you at this point.
You see Leonardo pinching the bridge of his nose, like.
So we don't care about the Ghost. quite frankly, he's put us in more shit.
Okay.
There is a way we can solve this
He's
issue.
not actually my friend.
Now, the problem is, here's how things work. All right. We are not associated with either Ghost or with Biggie or anybody else in the completely dependent matter. We are here on the simple task to find the person who started all of this, and that is Ghost. I came here to have some rest, and apparently I can't have that because we're getting into chained conditional requirements. And the last one is that you just offered us. I'll be honest with you. If you want to make these sort of deals, I guess you can bring Biggie to this table and you can discuss relations that you currently have in this business. I personally don't care. I'm here to bring this person to Biggie so they can finish their deal and we can finally go and have some fucking rest. Forgive me for my language.
Well, you're honest until the point where you said that you do not represent Big E, but you came in here under the guise that you were representatives of Big E, because that's what you told me initially. Are you telling me that you are actually not associated with him whatsoever? So you're changing your story, is what you're saying.
It goes so well up to that point.
See, and he gets out of his chair and starts to walk around to his mahogany desk and starts leaning on it with one hand. I can't abide liars. I don't abide liars. I find that lies just fuel more lies. And the fact that I put so much trust in my employees here to maintain a sort of decorum and moral standing is why I pride myself on my casino. We really like to reward that kind of behavior. Now, if someone were to lie to me and I find out about it, we punish that behavior. So let me go by saying both of you are on thin ice right now. The next couple words out of your mouth better be the truth. Because if it isn't, I will find out about it, and you're going to be in a lot more world of hurt than you would if you went to Biggie with Mr. Ghost here. So, let's make this clear. Ghost is not leaving this room. I am not letting you deliver him to Big E. My suggestion to you, gentlemen, is to take this out as a opportunity to never come back to my casino again with your heads attached to your necks. Am I being as clear as I can?
I believe so.
Fantastic. Ghost, I'm going to have you stay here with my gentleman here, and the pit boss will escort the two of you gentlemen out. You may retrieve your items and leave.
Suits me. Let's get out of here.
Just turns and goes out.
Okay. So yeah, you guys are escorted out by the pit boss, a couple other guards. You leave Ghost behind in the room, and you hear a very innumerable amount of protests at being left behind, but the doors close and you just hear muffled screaming as you leave.
Well, it couldn't happen to a nicer man.
Yeah. So, you guys end up leaving the casino, and you gather up your items, you get your guns and all that stuff. Do you go back to Big E about this?
No.
No.
Leonardo goes straight to the first club and does his vice.
Yeah.
The first club was the Lotus Club where Big E was.
No.
The nearest club to here.
Oh, the nearest. Okay, so another club. Okay, got it. Yeah, yeah.
Just
Okay.
the nearest.
Sure. So yeah, you guys go to the nearest club, and if you wish to roleplay your indulgence now, guys, you can do so. Silas.
I've already done my indulging. I'm just
Okay,
going to
good
sit
there.
there and look around, really.
Okay. And then I'd like to go back to you, Cody. So what was your character doing? He's just been sitting at the shipping board and.
Honestly, yeah, basically just wrapping up on cleaning, making sure everything's nice and tidy. Like, man, what a productive evening I've had. This is great.
And you still had a better evening than we have.
Nobody's here. I don't have to hear the duck screaming at me every 3 minutes. God, why did I hire a crew?
Okay. So I'd like to go back to your character, Silas, because you're still docked at the port there. So there is a very well dressed gentleman wearing a white suit with perfectly coiffed, just like white hair and a white mustache, wearing a pair of very well polished leather cowboy boots. A very rotund individual. He's got like a black tie that just kind of like leads down to about halfway above his chest. It's a tie that's a lot smaller than it should be for this man's body. And he seems to be twirling his walking stick, looking around the ports. Seems to be admiring some of the ships. You can see him out the front window of your cockpit as he turns and stops at your ship. And he's just like moving his cane around, and he seems to see you in the cockpit, and he kind of waves to you. And he's waving in a motion that is like insisting you like maybe come out and meet him.
Well, there goes my peaceful evening. I'm gonna go down to the frickin' entrance of the ship and just open the door and greet him.
Okay, cool. So this gentleman introduces himself as the Colonel. He talks in a very strange accent. You're not entirely sure where to pin it. But he basically opens his like, "Ah, say there, son."
Oh, God.
My,
Colonel Sanders, is it?
my,
No, wait, no.
my name is Colonel Julius IV, and I do declare this vessel be one of the finest vessels that I have ever seen, albeit a little banged up there.
No, Smax, please don't force us to transport Kentucky Fried Chicken in space. No.
Out of character, do you want your money or not?
And out of character, yeah, we fucking want money.
Okay.
Excellent, let's continue on.
All right, moving on. So,
So, what can I help you with?
well, good sir, I believe you have the cargo space to hold what I wish to transport. Unfortunately, there seems to be some fiddly bit issue with the import and export of live cargo, and I seem to be tied up with the red tape at this port here. That's causing me some undue distress, we'll say. I would pay you quite handsomely if you were able to transport said live cargo to its destination, and I shall pay you handsomely for it. I will pay you in advance, half, which is going to be 2 credits, and then another 2 credits upon its arrival to the destination. My current associates will meet you at the port of that planet, and they will inspect the cargo to ensure its authenticity and that it is not damaged. So long as that is not damaged, they will pay you the remaining amount of money that is owed to you for the transportation of this cargo. Do we have a deal?
I have a couple questions.
Where do we gotta go?
Cargo is not sentient, is it?
It's as sentient as it needs to be to move about and eat upon the grass and hay that I will provide you.
You're not having me ship people.
Oh, my good sir, I do not indulge in such slave trade barbarism.
Good. I just wanted to make sure. Sometimes you gotta ask these details, especially on planets I'm not very familiar with.
Of course, I understand your cautionariness of the situation. I believe I have about 50 head that will need to be transported to this location, and he hands you the coordinates of the planet he wants you to take them to.
And what time frame are we looking at?
What planet is this?
I'm not sure yet. I'll let you guys know in a second.
Okay.
But it's basically 50 head of cattle, cows, as well as bulls that need to be transported to a nearby planet. He's asking that it be transported within a week's time. Based on the coordinates he provided you, that's plenty of time. Even if you had to make at least one stop, you'd have a few days spare to make it.
We got feed for him to last a week?
Yeah, he's going to provide you all the feed to last you the week to make sure they are transported. You just need to make sure that they are transported safely. So, yeah. Be cautious of how you fly.
Should be fine. As long as I can patch up some things, we should be able to take this job.
Well, that's
Wouldn't want any
just
damage to happen
dandy.
to the cargo, of course.
Of course not. I shall have my associates meet you momentarily with our cargo, and you can begin the loading procedures. We will provide you all the feed required, as well as the corrals that will be needed upon your landing in the planet that I provided to you.
Out of character. So, I remember last time our hull took significant damage where we had a bit of space coming in. Or
Yeah.
I guess our space going out.
You're going to need to get that fixed, and that's what
Yeah, I was
Leonardo's going to
suggest,
help
do
with.
you think that we can get the cargo tomorrow instead of tonight so that we can patch it up without dealing with cows and shit?
Oh, if you guys need to stay overnight, you could, but that's another credit it's going to cost you.
Well, how much time do we need in order to patch up the hull to be, flying
Not
for
much
the
time,
whole
because you will need at least 1 credit for Leonardo to use to try and patch the ship using his rig ability. But he needs to come back to you in order to even attempt that. So what the colonel will do is he'll say, tell you what, we shall bring the cargo tomorrow morning at your convenience until you've had time to patch up your ship. Make sure it is seaworthy again.
Of course. Like I said, we don't want damage to your cargo up there in the great void that is space.
I do
As soon as
appreciate
we get
that.
our ship nice and seaworthy, we will be able to get your cargo where it needs to go.
Fantastic. I look forward to doing business with you in the future if this goes well. Have a good day.
And Chronicles.
And he just like nods his head, turns, and leaves.
Just give him like a 2-finger salute while I'm still leaning on the door of my ship and then walk out to the side.
Okay. All right. So, Leonardo, is your character going to be indulging at the club at all, or are you going to head back?
Yes.
Okay. So go ahead and do your rolls now, and then we can get you guys back to the ship.
So, what kind of club is this?
Well, it would probably be the type of club that you want to go to be able to use your indulgence. So what is that again?
It would be pleasure. So for Leonardo specifically, that would be,
Sex, drugs, and
yeah, it's
rock and
probably
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
possibly well, we'll probably replace rock and roll with some I don't know techno music or something.
Space punk.
But yeah, he'll take that stuff that the red guy, what's his name, Ghost gave him. Also
Yep.
the one that he brought with himself, and yeah, he's gonna get some ladies and as much
okay.
as he can, everything at once. So drinks, drugs,
Okay.
alcohol, stuff, you know, everything that's on the menu.
Spike, are you?
I'll look after.
Are you just
I'll
gonna
look
make
after
sure
the
he
duck.
doesn't go crazy too much? Okay.
Yeah, I'll look after the duck.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably for the best. So yeah, go ahead and do your roll there, Spike. Not Spike. Sorry, Leonardo.
Okay. Oh shit.
Well, that's not necessarily bad. You get one more free roll.
Yeah, okay. Well, at least I can't overuse it. How do I delete stress? Oh. Okay. Okay.
There you go.
And one more.
All right.
Okay.
Cover another
bad.
4.
Roll again on indulge, boys.
That's not so bad. Okay. So yeah, you
Five
indulge
gold.
in the night. The duck is dancing to space punk music. So, yeah. And then you guys head back to the ship. No further ill will occurs to you on the way back. You're pretty much safe and sound.
Okay, so we've basically got nowhere, but it hasn't turned out too bad. Well, it was an eventful night, wasn't it?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Sort of wake up in the morning. That's the night we're going to talk about for a while, I think. That's all right, really.
But yeah, Leonardo is returning back smashed. Oh, I need to repeat this one more time.
Good, Leonardo, you're back. I got work for you.
Uh-huh. What do you
All
need,
right,
my
we got a
dear friend
job tomorrow
Paul?
morning. We're going to be transporting cattle. I need this ship back and functional.
Beautiful. I'll be right on it.
Stay awake, stay awake.
You know, he said he was the best of the best on his resume.
Yeah, of
It
course
was
it
written
did.
on a napkin, wasn't it?
Yeah. I didn't even ask for a resume. He still gave me one.
See, that's the
Well,
professional right there.
You've been working on it anyway, so you're going to get
My
it.
CV any time of day.
Yeah. It was the only CV you got written in crayon.
The most professional of markers.
Yeah.
Written with lipstick.
Anyway.
Okay. So,
So,
time
now
to do your repair
You
roll.
got to do your rig. So you roll your rig. Obviously, you're going to want to get a 5 or higher, and you will be spending a credit while you do this.
Alright, folks, deduce that from our starship. Where is my...
We still have a, whatchamacallit, right?
You have gambits available. You can use
the
those.
Mansell turning
controlled.
gambit.
Standard.
This will be controlled as normal.
I don't want to burn stress because he's relaxed, so normal roll.
You can use
yeah,
gambit to give you an extra die if you
5.
wish.
Nah,
Oh,
5 is good.
all right. Well, that's fine. I can take that. So, yeah, you use up the credit and you repair what on the ship? You've got an engine that's
probably
broken.
I would repair engine unless Cody thinks something is better. I mean, Silas.
So, I will preface this with you have a week. I did say you have about 3 days extra on top of that, so he's giving you plenty of time. If you leave your engines damaged, you will be chugging out and you will barely make it there in time. But your hull is heavily damaged, and if that gets breached, bye-bye cows.
Yeah, so
Bye by us.
Yes, also that.
preferably if we could get both of them done within the day, that'd be great.
Okay.
Definitely get the engines done first.
So I'll mark off that you used 1 credit already, so you got 1 credit left, and you're going to repair the engines first, correct?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so engines are now repaired. You have 2 damage to your hull. You can do another rig and use a gambit if you wish to get you an extra roll.
Yeah, okay, I'll use Gambit and I'll
Yeah.
try to fix that too.
Should I burn a stress to give you another die, or do you think you'll be fine?
It's probably fine. 3 dice are
Alright,
decent thought. So Gambit, you see.
yeah, you
Ooh,
got this.
snacks.
Ooh.
Snacks, I got
Nice.
critical.
All right.
You know what that means?
You know what I'm gonna allow? You repaired the ship,
Hell yeah.
No,
but
no,
you
wait,
are-
wait.
Yay.
Have this.
machines speak to you when you study them. The first time you roll a critical fixing or building a ship,
Simple
you may add a simple
modification.
modification. See
Can I make a
crafting.
couch roll?
Oh, all right. So crafting in the book. I believe I still have that pinned. You guys should still be able to read or use that PDF I
I
pinned.
am illiterate.
Oh yeah.
That's fair. You're a mechanic. You don't know words.
Yeah.
You only know you only know beep boop and 101.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's
282.
take a look here.
Page 282 is crafting.
282. Okay. Cool. 282.
This is
Oh, that's
simple modification. So it says adding a belt which has rapidly pull you from a grappling hook. Noise suppression to a blaster.
So you repaired the hull and add a simple modification to it. It would not +1 quality per credit spent. +1 quality for ship workshop upgrade. How does this get implemented?
No, what is crew
mechanically?
quality?
What could you upgrade in the hull that is
Do we
useful
want to just think
mechanically?
about that in between games?
Yeah,
Yeah.
might need
Yeah.
to do that. I'll make a note of that actually here right
I
now.
can make food dispenser for cows.
How about you add something so that it doesn't smell like cow farts the entire trip?
Yeah. that would be smart.
Okay. I forgot to do the shout for marking XP, but I
Oh,
have
yeah,
addressed
same.
it. I have
I
addressed
don't
a
think
tough
I did.
challenge.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. I just want to make a
Okay.
note of this part, and then we'll get your XP experience done for this, and then we'll move on. So, small mod to hull. Read up on crafting in book. Yeah, we can go over that at another time. Okay, so we'll put a pin in that. As
Yep.
for the experience, so I want to start with you, Leonardo. What is the experience that you would have gained for this session?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
Like, yeah. Only I expressed your beliefs drives here, but
No.
like, you know.
You addressed a tough challenge with technical skill or ingenuity. I'm giving you points for that.
Which
Oh
one?
yeah, it definitely has. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Wait, which one? Like, nothing mechanic oriented.
yeah, you addressed a tough challenge with technicality.
Oh
or
yeah,
ingenuity.
shit, I fixed the thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
So you did the hull and the engine. You get 2 points.
Nice. Thank you.
No problem. You express your beliefs, drives, heritage, background. Not really. Struggle with
Nothing
issues with
over-
your vice. You didn't overindulge, so you're good there. Okay, so you're taken care of. All right. Spike. Let's see what you did today. Address a tough challenge with force or threats. You did get a bit persuady.
I did. Yeah.
Struggle with issues from vice. Okay, I would give you at least
But
1
using
point.
force. Yeah.
Yeah, at least 1 point is fair. And then
Yeah. I did
Silas.
kind of struggle with the voice, but it just worked out okay.
Yeah. You know what? I'll give you a point for that too, because you did role play that when you didn't have to.
Did role
and
play, yeah.
I
just
appreciate
rolled
that.
lucky.
So I'll give you a point for that too. Yeah.
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 Okay.
On the
Yeah.
off chance that something happened. Okay. And then Silas,
Yeah.
let's see what we can help with you with. Speed or flair, express beliefs, drives, or heritage or background. Struggle with issues with vice. You didn't struggle with your vice.
This was the most chill Silas session. which is
Yeah, it
great,
really
except
was,
that
yeah.
People were going to yell at him for being a bad pilot.
So yeah, I wish I could grab something out of that, but it doesn't look like there was anything. I'll try and provide you an opportunity next session to make up for that loss.
Okay,
I want to
cool.
try
Just
and even
chase
things
me
out.
down with another freighter or whatever, and we'll just try not to die again through an
Yeah,
accident.
I'll just send like a frigate after you. That'll be fun.
Excellent. What's
Yeah.
the worst that could happen?
Works for me.
Hey, Leonardo, I know you just patched the ship, but yeah, you're gonna need to do it again, buddy.
Yeah.
What for?
I plan on getting in mortal danger next session for no reason.
Understandable. How much credit is that job worth?
2.
We spent all of our credit, I think.
So you spent all the credit to repair the ship. However, you got 2 credit in advance, and then you'll be getting another 2 credit when you land. So this will cover your upkeep costs for next session, but you'll be poor again. So you are on the raggedy edge right now.
This is
we're
also
always
a
on the raggedy edge.
job, and since we have cargo wire, we should be getting another +1 for this.
Yes, you are right.
Ooh,
Thank you
nice.
for reminding me. So technically, you guys got 1 credit in the bank right now.
Yeah.
Oh, you are lucky you took that feat for your ship, because you'd be extra poor. But yeah, 1 credit. Oh, actually, I'm just going to mark it as 3 because we're going to do that. Count that next session. We'll take away 2 for the upkeep. But yeah, you guys are in the black. That's good.
Oh yeah.
Your ship's fully repaired.
Oh.
You guys got
One last
enough
thing.
money to spare.
Oh, right.
We have-
all that gear that we took off the other ship. Were we able to sell any of it, or are we just chilling with
You
it?
already got the credit for that.
Yeah.
I gave you 2 credit for that at the beginning.
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah.
One last thing, Smex. I want to buy a guitar.
What, in real life or?
No.
You don't need my permission. Like, go ahead, man. Like, it's fine.
I want to because I want to, justify why I have it next session.
Okay. Yeah.
That's why I say it.
Yeah. If RP, it's fine. I'm not gonna force you to pay credit for that. It's okay.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Just need
I'm
to figure
assuming
it
you
out.
guys get walking around money in addition to the credit you earn for the group. So, it's
Yeah.
Okay,
within
that's only
reason,
fair,
I'll
yeah.
allow for that. Yeah.
It's not like
Yeah.
we're out with walking around money like, oh, I want to buy a big gun for the ship.
Yeah. No. It's like, can we have a rail gun? No, that's gonna cost money. Like real money.
Why? Why does it cost money, man? Why
Why
do you
can't
not
the man
let us
have
have
a railgun?
fun?
Look, you give a mouse a cookie, they're gonna ask for a glass of milk. I'm only giving you the cookie. You're gonna enjoy
We'll
that
make our
stale
own
ass
hot
dry
milk.
cookie with no milk, and you're gonna like it.
Such a cruel DM.
Yes, drill sergeant.
I'm the boss. I'm in charge. You listen to me. Avast, ye feathers.
Well, Smex, we need to play one day the pirate game thing.
There's a pirate game. Oh right. Sea of Thieves.
Yes, Sea of
Oh,
Thieves.
Can your computer handle that now?
Bro, I got a new PC. It's a machine.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, yeah, that's not. Ooh, I'm gonna stop the recording first here because I do want to talk to you guys about something real quick.
I also have a question to ask you at some point, but we'll wait till after the recording.